Hello and welcome back. In this one, we want to enable adding these products not from the KV but from the Python file, because that is basically what we're going to be doing when we add from the search bar here, as well as enabling toggling these quantities. Okay, so just gonna close that off, and the first thing I want to do is first let's remove our product here. All right, because now we want to be able to add from our Python code. All right, so in here, our POS, just gonna go down here and I'm gonna do add product. And what this is going to take is the product code, right? Actually, we're just going to take the full product as a dictionary, right? All right, so what we want to be able to do is first we will get the grid, and the grid we're getting is basically this one where we are adding our products. All right, so this is going to be self.ids.gl products, right? And then we're going to create a new product. So just gonna do pt is equal to product tile, and then pt dot name is going to be product, and in our product we'll expect to have a name parameter. Actually, to prevent errors, we're just gonna do get, right? We'll get the name. If it's not provided, it's going to be nothing. All right, and then we're going to get the quantity as well as the price. Actually, I'm gonna do this to speed things up. So this is going to be quantity, and then here this is going to be price, right? Just like that. For the quantity, we're going to stick with 0, and the price we're going to stick with 0 again. All right, and it's going to be a simple one. We'll just do grid.add widget, not add product. And what widget do we want to add? We want to add our custom product tile widget. All right, and that's it. And then the next one we want to do is actually we want to be able to basically increase and decrease the quantity when we press these two buttons. All right, so what I want is I don't want that to be handled by the product tile, because the quantity is also going to determine this side as well as the total. All right, so we're going to do this in our POS. So let's go and do define, let's say quantity control, right, self, and this is going to take basically the product tile that is calling this function, as well as whether we are increasing or decreasing. So we'll just do increasing, and this is going to be a boolean. So if it's true, then we're increasing. If it's false, then we're decreasing. All right. And for now, we'll just do let's just print tile.quantity like that. All right. And now here, first let's import an object property, right? And then in our product tile, we're now going to have callbacks for our quantities, right? So what we're going to do is we will do quantity callback, right? And this is going to be an object property, and it's going to allow none is equal to true. All right, just like that. And now we go back to our POS and we go to our quantity. Where is it? These two here, right? And we're going to say on release. Well, what do we want to do? We want to call that quantity callback. So quantity callback, and we are going to call it with self. We're going to call it with root, sorry. So root in this case is our product tile, right? And then since we are decreasing here, we're going to make increasing equal to false, right? And then we're only going to do this if we have root.quantity. All right. Otherwise, we'll just do print. All right. And this will basically not do anything. Now let's put the same thing here. And this time we are increasing. So this is true. Just like that. All right. Now let's go to our POS here. And what we're going to do is when we add a product, we want to do pt dot quantity callback, and this is going to be equal to self dot quantity control, just like that. All right. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to just add a couple products to begin with. All right. So on our render function, which is called when this POS system is initialized in our init, as you can see, I'm just gonna do for x in range 3. I'm just gonna do pt is equal, actually I'm just gonna do prod for our product, and this is going to be, we said we want the name for our product, so the name is going to be product formatted string, like that. And in here we're going to do x, right? So this is going to be product 0, product 1, product 2. And then for our quantity, we will just have 1, right? And then what else? For our price, we'll have the same price of $200 because, well, why not, right? All right, so what we're going to do is with this product, we are simply going to call self.add product with the product that we have. So now if we run this, we should have 3 products added to our screen, and there we go. All right, so now let's make sure that these are working. So minus, and it prints that we have 1, plus, and prints that we have 1. All right, lovely. So now let's go ahead and do the logic for our quantity control here. All right, so just gonna remove that. And what we're going to do is pretty simple. We are going to say, first let's get that quantity that we already have. So quantity is equal to, and this is going to be the int of tile dot quantity. I know it's already int, but I'm converting it so that I convert it and make sure it's not the numeric string. Otherwise, if we modify this, we'll also modify tile dot quantity. All right, so just gonna convert that, and we're simply going to say if increasing, which means we want to increase the quantity, right? So we're just gonna say quantity plus equal 1. Otherwise, we will simply say quantity minus equal 1, and then we will simply say if the quantity is now equal to, if the quantity is now less than 0, then the quantity is just gonna be 0. All right, and then later on here, what we will do is ask user if they want to delete this product, right? Since we are way past 0. And with that, we will now say tile.quantity is equal to the new quantity. Pretty simple enough. Now let's run this and test it out. So let's go here and let's make this 2, 3, 4. As you can see, we can now do that. And when we get to 0, we can't decrease it. All right, so there you have it. We are now going to stop here for now. In the, actually, let's also add the product code, because as you can see, we didn't add it, so it's not appearing here. So what I'm going to do is for the product code, I'm just going to say from random, just import rand int, right? And then go here, and then we're just going to say p code is equal to rand int from that to that, right? And we're just gonna stringify this like that, and let's run this now, and everything is looking pretty good. There we go. Oh, actually, this is the wrong one, which means we have something wrong. Empty range for round range. For what? Well, this is interesting. Oh, round int from 100 to 400,000. Strange. Round range. Am I using round range anywhere here? This is a string. Alright, what I'm gonna do is let's just do that. And I'm just gonna do b code is equal to from random import rand int. This is really strange. This could be because this is actually bigger than this. So what I'm gonna do is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All right, I think that should do it now. So here we will do p code. All right, now let's run this. All right, and we have that, but we didn't get it here. That is because here we didn't specify it. So pt dot p code is equal to product dot get. Well, what do we want to get? We want to get the p code, otherwise we'll return nothing. All right, let's run this now, and we should have our app looking as it should. All right, so there we have it, and we can obviously increase, decrease these as we want. All right, so this is where we're going to stop for this one. If you have any questions whatsoever, make sure to leave them in the question section. Otherwise, as always, I will see you in the next one.